Welcome back. Concerns over mold in area homes have residents frustrated and a congressman pushing for information. Critics say Lac Courte Oreilles tribal leaders are moving too slowly and have done too little to tackle the mold problem in reservation housing. Federal agencies are now being asked to investigate, while tribal leaders say they are making progress and are determined to do things the right way. Reporter Julie Cruzy tonight with an Eyewitness News special investigative report searching for answers.
A place to raise your family. A shelter from any storm. But on the Lac Courte Oreilles reservation, many live in places filled with a big problem. Mold, creating a not-so-sweet home.
Babies live here. Older people live here. There's a crippled lady that lives here.
According to tribal documents, the residential mold problem is pervasive and long-standing, dating back at least 14 years.
When the furnace kicks on in the morning, I can just imagine what that does. That brings all that mold, sends it upstairs, sends it out throughout the house, and those people have to live like that.
In the fall of 2014, the LCO Housing Authority hired an outside engineering firm. They inspected 346 homes and found that 185, or 54%, contained 10 square feet of mold or more. Tribal leaders then applied for a federal HUD grant to fix 53 homes with the most significant conditions.
You have to close off one bedroom because it is wall-to-wall mold.
In September of 2015, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development awarded LCO an $800,000 mold remediation grant, part of a $12.5 million program to treat mold problems in 18 tribal communities nationwide. Now, a year and a half later, concerned members like Jeff Tribble say they've seen little evidence of anything being done.
We never saw any improvement or any indifferences. As a matter of fact, some of the homes that are really bad have gotten worse since then.
Tribble, along with fellow tribal members John Baker and Richard Conger, told us they expressed their worries to tribal leadership, but say they got no answers, incomplete answers, or were simply ignored.
They're trying to hush us up, trying to say, oh, we're doing what we can. This is good enough. Well, it's not. It's not good no more.
Frustrated with the response by tribal officials, they took their case to Washington.
We need to stand up and say, hey, needs to be addressed right now.
Last September, a petition signed by 113 members of the tribe was delivered to Wisconsin Congressman Sean Duffy, asking for open and transparent government and a forensic audit of all tribal accounts.
We got this petition showing them that it's not just a bunch of people that are in the group that are hollering about this.
On October 6th, Representative Duffy sent a letter to 4 federal agencies requesting the audit of all tribal accounts and programs.
When our government spends the kind of money that we've spent on housing on our reservations, there's no way that we should have children living in these conditions. And we have to get answers and find solutions.
Duffy himself visited 2 homes on the reservation. He says days later, he still felt the effects from the mold.
I couldn't spend that lengthy of a time in the residence. I had to get out and get fresh air. You have that kind of a living condition and that kind of mold, and then you have children with asthma. Well, no wonder they have asthma.
An LCO community health profile from 2001 to 2010 revealed the 4th highest cause of death for tribal members was chronic lower respiratory disease. Duffy says, as a father of 8, he's, quote, gravely concerned that this process is not moving fast enough.
That's why we need to partner with HUD. That's why I hope the chairman, who is committed to being open and transparent, will provide us all the documentation necessary.
Last week, his office sent a letter to Tribal Chairman Mick Isham asking for all records relating to the use of federal funds received in the past 10 fiscal years.
We're not accusing anybody of anything. This is just an exploratory search for us to find out what's going wrong in our community.
Chairman Isham agreed to talk to us by phone. He says he believes the congressman already has access to the documents he's requesting.
Well, he doesn't need my permission. He has access to that all in D.C.
Instead, the chairman says he wishes Duffy would come visit tribal leaders to see the work that's being done.
And I invite the congressman here to meet with us. I invite the congressman to take a tour with the tours that we have going with the elders.
As for the speed of the project, Chairman Isham says tackling the mold problem has been tough, and they've encountered many setbacks.
The extent of the problem was even greater than we knew after we got into there. We didn't just want to Band-Aid the project. Each home had to have more extensive work.
Last November, the LCO Housing Authority sent an annual status and evaluation report to Washington. Documents say due to unforeseen issues and time delays, including the scope of the work and picking a contractor, construction did not begin until a year after the grant was approved. But as you can see, work is being done. The report says the project's budget has doubled from $1.1 million to $2.2, while the number of homes remediated dropped from 53 to 20.
Whatever homes were in that initial grant, we had to scale it back a little bit because we had to put more money into each home.
The report says there will be 4 phases of 5 homes each, with construction underway. Chairman Isham says this is just the beginning.
Eventually, we want to fix every single one of those homes, so all 53.
HUD told Eyewitness News in an email that they expect the revised project to be complete by this September, but understand that unforeseen circumstances may result in a postponement. Meanwhile, the clock continues to tick. Kids continue to live in these homes, and the community continues to wait for answers.
It's been going on too long, way too long.
On the Lac Courte Oreilles Reservation with photographer John Whaley, I'm Julie Cruzy for Eyewitness News.